What's good, people? It's about that time to randomly relate reverse ranch no hate. Now, this is an interview with Alycia Baumgardner after Chantel Cameron and Katie Taylor fight. Now, I want to show you, this is how you answer questions. This is how you basically pay attention and respond without having to lie. You can flat out just say you don't want to answer a question or, pretty much just focus on what happened and not really dig too much into something when you especially have an opponent. Now, nobody's telling you lie and say something different from what you feel. But when you start to shoot down the possible next opponent you're about to have and you claim that they got robbed, and you're saying a bunch of outlandish shit just to try to appease people, you make a fool out yourself. And what you may not see at the time can come back to haunt you. I want you to listen to what she had to say. Pay attention to the commentator. They ask you real subtle questions, but they try to stir the pot because they're going to ask you something that's going to have you go against what that person is saying. And then try to use you to say, see, even that person said such and such. I asked that person as if that person came at you or had a big disagreement or something. They're just answering questions. But I'm going to show you. This is what I mean about just answering questions using your head. Just listen to how Alycia Baumgardner answered these questions.
This is Colin McGuigan for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. Alycia Baumgardner in Dublin, Ireland. Alycia, immediate reaction to that. Did you have Chantel Cameron winning that wide, or was the decision correct for you in terms of the two judges being closer?
The decision was correct. I would say they chose the correct winner tonight. If you were watching the fight and you saw what I saw, Cameron did exactly what her corner wanted her to do, and she just landed the most effective punches during the fight.
Looking at other people's opinions, Clarissa Shields has been quite vocal on social media since she had Katie Taylor winning it quite wide. What do you make of those comments?
Well, I haven't been on because I was commentating, but we have to appreciate what boxing looks like, and we know what a Katie Taylor looks like. We know when she comes out with fast punches, speed, combinations. I didn't see that tonight from Katie. I saw her standing, going straight to the ropes, getting hit with a lot more punches than I usually see her do. So I didn't see the old Katie that I wanted to see. And again, I think Cameron did exactly what she was supposed to.
Did you think maybe that the step up in weight affected Katie maybe a bit too much, and that was the reason why she lost that fight tonight?
You can say it's weight, but for me, was it preparation? Was it a game plan? Again, I believe in what Katie was able to do when we've seen her in every other fight. And I thought maybe she was going to apply that same game plan, lateral movement, combinations, feints. She was really good at feints, but I didn't see any tonight. So, again, I'm not sure if it was a weight thing. Only she knows what that looks like for her.
In the crowd tonight, Michaela Mayer was there. I think she keeps trying to push this rematch with you. Is that something that you're interested in, or are you full focus on July 15th back in Detroit?
We want our homecoming fight July 15th. Mayer's not coming back down to 130, but I will move up to 35 eventually, and that will be soon. And so I can challenge her there and beat her there. So, again, the divisions are wide open for me to go to. And, again, I'm here to take a challenge and to be the best I can be.
If you win in Detroit on July 15th, and maybe this rematch doesn't happen between Chantel Cameron and Katie Taylor, would you take either of those next, and which of the two would you want next? Chantel for the belts?
Absolutely. Chantel or Katie. They're great fighters. They're great competitors, and I love a challenge. This is what boxing is. This is what women's boxing is, and I want to go down to be one of the best fighters, that took a challenge, and win, lose, or draw, we still keep stepping up to the plate.
Back to Detroit, July 15th, what will that mean to you and your family and walking out at home?
This homecoming fight just means everything. I was a club fighter growing up, in a sense of when I was an amateur, selling tickets, selling out these small arenas. So now I'm at the big stage. I'm the undisputed world champion. We have a big venue to fill. And I'm going to show that I can sell tickets and put people in seats and put on a great performance.
Well, Alycia, thank you very much for your time. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Now, that's how you answer questions. Not saying what you think people want to hear you say. Now, do you see how the interviewer loved to stir the pot? Example. Now, he asked her, did she have the fight scored by a wide margin? Do she think the right decision was made? She didn't say anything about a wide margin. She didn't elaborate on any of that. She simply said she think the right person won. And she pretty much said she felt like Chantel Cameron did exactly what her corner wanted her to do. He immediately goes into, we spoke to Clarissa Shields, and she said that Katie Taylor won. What do you got to say about that? She had nothing to say about that. That's a question that an interviewer asked her. What they're trying to do, okay, is have, when he does his next interview, I talked to Alycia Baumgardner when he's talking to Clarissa Shields, and she said that she doesn't agree with your decision. What do you have to say about that? This is what they do. She didn't address Clarissa Shields. She didn't say Clarissa's name. Do you hear what she did? Well, you have to respect boxing for what it is. And, you know, I was commentating on the fight and all. So, you know, this, that, whatever. She's not addressing Clarissa. And what y'all can't see is her facial expression. When he asked her that question, her face was looking like, the fuck you asking me that for? What does Clarissa Shields' comments and what she think have to fucking do with what Alycia Baumgardner's opinion is? And, you know, this is what I'm saying. This is what the media does. They just ask subtle questions, and to the people watching, it's just a question. But yeah, people like myself, we paying attention to what's being said because we know how, like I said, how they try to stir the pot. And they'll try to put what you said against what that person said to just make a case just for a juicier interview next time. This is what you do. Now, they asked her, what does she want to do? Now, she's talking about her homecoming in Detroit. Beautiful. Imagine, even if she thought that Katie Taylor had won. Now, imagine her standing here saying, most definitely, I think that Katie Taylor won the fight. You know, it was a close fight, but it wasn't even close. So whatever it was, I felt like she won. Definitely she got robbed. But you're calling out Cameron. If you think she got robbed, right, then why wouldn't you want to fight Katie Taylor instead, right? Because what you're saying is, I want the real champion. Let me beat her to show I deserve that spot. Then I'll go over there and beat Cameron, who got a fluke win. No, they're not going to do that because they want who has the belts. You see the point, what I'm saying? She would sound really stupid shooting down a possible fight that she's going to have with Cameron. Then on top of that, Cameron can get injured. Something may happen. Hey, she may get an offer to fight Katie Taylor. Now, she just told the truth and said, which my assessment on that was the same. Katie wasn't doing what she normally does. Katie was on the ropes a lot. She was getting hit. She wasn't getting her shots off. And Cameron was walking her down, forcing her way in, coming in with that jab right hand. You understand what I mean? Now, they asked her, you heard that, you know, about, now you heard, he actually said, this man, this same interviewer said, what do you make of, what's her name? Michaela Mayer. Like, she's not going to let this go. This same dude, every time he sees Michaela Mayer and he interviews her, he brings up Alycia Baumgardner's name. That's what they do. Alycia Baumgardner and Mayer have their back and forth, and however they feel about each other, that's between them. But this is my point. They always bring somebody's name up. And they go back and forth and play he said, she said. They play both sides of the coin. And then, you know, fanboys and fangirls are just ignorant. But all they do is, oh, see, why is she always talking about this person? No. Michaela Mayer. Michaela Mayer has been calling Alycia Baumgardner's name like every chance she gets. But these interviewers, even when she bring that name up a lot, but they bring these people name up, and they're always trying to compare what someone says to what someone else says. Whatever Claressa Shields thought about who won has nothing to do with Alycia Baumgardner. So what, is she supposed to cater her answer based on what Claressa Shields says? No, this is exactly what I'm saying. If the guys were smart enough to understand that, you know, Chantel Cameron and Katie Taylor have not been known for talking trash. That's one thing I respect about the both of them. They just go in the ring and fight. But when you start to say, oh, this person ain't this person ain't that. Now, when you're fighting someone, yeah, they always tear each other down, which I don't even understand that, because if I think that you're a trash fighter, then why would I want to fight you? But at least in this sense, okay, here's two people that's going to go in. It doesn't matter what they say. It's not going to, you know, change the outcome of the fight. The fight is the fight. All that trash talking don't mean anything. But when you are in line to where, okay, shit, I want to fight the winner of Katie Taylor, Chantel Cameron. Unless something horrifically happened. I mean, just something terrible happened where it's like, it's just obvious, it's clear. That's one thing. Like, I mean, but see, nowadays, people make a train wreck sound like it's the same thing as a pigeon flying over your head and dropping shit in your shirt. Everything is the same. You know, there's no levels to anything. Everything is, no, it's this, it's that, because we want it to be. That's not reality. That's not life. Okay? That's how you answer questions. That's how you answer questions. Bottom line is, she's coming for the winner. She has to get past the one lady that beat her, gave her only loss on her record, and so she has to pass that test first before she can get to Cameron or whoever else. That's what she has to focus on first. Now, if she beats, you know, win that fight, like you said, if something happens, you can't get Chantel Cameron, would you fight Michaela Mailer then? Like she said, well, eventually I'm going to go up. She's not coming back down to 130, but I'll go up to 135 and I'll beat her there. Okay, so at the end of the day, it's like all the shit talking to someone you've beaten already or you're getting ready to fight. It's just different when you're trying to shit. Because listen, the same person you're shitting on, right? Think about it. They have something to offer. So I'm not telling you to lie and act like, you know, just say, no. It's just ways to answer questions. Because like me personally, I feel like, listen, don't worry about what I feel. Listen, my whole thing is this. The person that got their hand raised has what I want. That's who I'm coming for. You understand me? Now, at another time, you want to talk, and when it's all settled, it's over with, and certain things you can talk about later. But right now, no, all I'm focused on is the person that won. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not getting into all of that. That's how you handle that. You're not compelled to say what you think they want to hear. Even if I feel something. No. That's who I want. That person to have all the belts. Why am I focused on? And Katie Taylor still has belts at the other weight class. So you understand the point what I'm saying? Well, listen. Whenever you are going to get in the ring with anybody, you always got to understand. Like, look at Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua bullshit. You done heard Eddie Hearn say, I don't want to ruffle anybody's feathers, because he know they're so sensitive that this man Fury can lie and people still believe in his nonsense. You know, I just dropped the video about, you know, listening to what Eddie Hearn had to say about Tyson Fury lying about sending a contract to Anthony Joshua. But it's what I'm saying. People don't care. They will just lie and say things. But that's what you gotta just think. What he was trying to get was, nah, Claressa tripping. Ain't no way in hell Katie Taylor won that fight. No, she's tripping. You know, whatever this, that, what. And I guarantee you, if Alycia Baumgardner would have said that, or anything like that, just saying like she don't agree with Claressa Shields, the next thing that you would have heard in that man's interview would have been him trying to make it seem like to Claressa that Alycia Baumgardner, you know, had something to say about her words, or she challenged her decision. which has nothing to do with anything, but this is what they do. So anytime that you're stupid enough to shoot down your own fight or your own so-called next opponent, well, we see what just happened to Devin, right? Bottom line, just saying, fighters got to think. So anyway, Alycia Baumgardner, I forget how to pronounce this lady's name, Ladartu or whatever. She's the one that gave, like I said, Alycia Baumgardner, her first and only loss in the pros. So she's looking for, revenge, and Ladartu, or however, if I'm saying the name right, she basically is trying to repeat what happened the first time, and she was actually supposed to fight against Michaela Mayer, and now she's rematching Alycia Baumgardner. I think something happened to Ladartu. She got injured or something, and Michaela Mayer fought a replacement. So now she's back, and this is who she's fighting. So I think this is a good fight for her because, hey, you beat me the first time, but now you got to do it again. Then we'll see if Baumgardner has gotten better since then, like what she's learned from that fight and the experience that she's gained, because everybody wants to beat the person that beat them. Not sit there and get beaten and say, I'm not giving this person a rematch. Not just get beat by somebody, nah, I'm going up to another weight class. You don't even want the rematch, but constantly yap about it or feel some kind of way about it, complain about it, whine about it. So I just love the way she handled that. And basically, people need to understand that. The media, they try to play people against each other. And that's all that was. And in fact, I can remember even like the fanboys they don't even know how to stick to what's being said. I saw an interview with Claressa Shields, and even before the fight happened, and she was saying she don't see Chantel Cameron being able to beat Katie Taylor. Now, I don't know if Claressa really felt like that, or she was kind of catering. Maybe she felt like, I don't know. But however it was, Katie Taylor lost. People in the comment sections was just saying a bunch of idiotic shit. Yeah, well, she beat her anyway. You probably jinxed her. And she do the same to you. You're not the GOAT. Katie will destroy you. And this and that. And blah, blah, blah. Cameron will beat you. All of this shit. Which, who cares? But all of this, based on what? So you went back to revisit a video that was made before the fight happened. Just for the sake of putting that shit in. And I'm willing to bet you, this is not Claressa Shields' page. So all those comments that these people made, you think Claressa's reading that shit? It's like, it's so crazy. But this is what people do. Everybody has this mindset of let's try to do, let's say what people think we want them to say. And I'm like I said, I'm not saying that that's what Claressa was doing. I don't know if she really believed that Katie Taylor was going to be, well, more than likely she probably did. Most people did think that she was going to win, but either way, she was wrong. She was wrong. What hurts people though is this. They know no matter how much they bitch, whine, and cry, they can whine, they can make excuses, they can fucking slap themselves upside their head, they can type a bunch of tough guy shit on the keyboard. You know what pisses them off? When they know that loss is not coming off somebody's record. And they're such fanboys, fangirls, that they don't even know how to be men and women. And then they'll start saying shit about a particular fighter that they want to lose or want to claim that they lost, like you're supposed to care. People, I could give a shit how you feel about any fighter. I don't care what you feel about them. That's your business. And it's sad that this is all that people have in their life, is to get up, sit behind a keyboard, and just type shit because they have nothing. So they try to live vicariously through entertainers, celebrities, athletes, whatever. Who cares? You can care how you feel about anybody. You think Devin Haney sucks? Go tell Devin Haney that shit. You think Shakur sucks? Go tell him that. You think the judges were wrong, and go ask the judges why they did that. Who gives a shit? And it's like, God damn, these motherfuckers, it kills them inside. Because they can keep talking. No matter how many times they talk and close and open their eyes, their loss is still there. Why you think Canelo's still talking about Floyd to this very day in 2023? And they fought in 2013. Floyd is 46 years old, retired, still fucking doing exhibitions and still making just as much money as he was before he left. You understand what I mean? So it's like, why do you care? We just give the boxing news, and we continue to give the boxing news, and we just, hey, what's going on in boxing? What's worth talking about? That's what we do. Nobody give a shit. Well, I don't. Speaking for myself, I'm not. These other content creators might care and want to argue back and forth. Nah, we just talk. We bring, when you kill people with facts, it really kills them inside. Like, I don't think y'all get it. They really sit in the house. They probably be on a phone calling other people up, and man, this fucking guy is saying blah, blah, blah. All that. And it makes them feel better when somebody agree with them. But then they go and look, damn, that loss is still there. And it kills them like they lost. Like their children lost, their wife, their husband, their mom, their dad. Like, it's like, yeah, y'all take this way too serious. Because like me, when I finish with this video right here, I'm taking my family out to dinner. We're going to have a great time and chill. We done had a fun-filled day the whole day. I done put my videos in, and I'm back and forth when I get my chance in between times, and that's what I do. I am not carrying this shit around. So at the end of the day, I have a life. And I have a lot more to give to my family, and a lot more that I indulge and enjoy, to be basically so caught up in something somebody else say. I can care less. But people that have the loudest voices have the least to say. Anyway, never fall in love with lies. Remember, the truth brings hate out of people. And I will catch y'all in the next video.